Rites of passage move us from one stage of life to the next. Our middle child celebrated one this week, high school graduation. As we sat in the auditorium looking at all the shiny, radiant faces, I considered how much we learn through rites of passage. We document graduation on TV, movies, in books, social media, and our life stories. True, it's a rite many of us experience. It's also a common event with a visual iconography that we can immediately identify. I think we value graduation as an inflection point, a time where we can clearly see a before and after. And who doesn't like before and afters? I do. Possibility remains embedded in the DNA of this rite of passage. We get hooked by the potential for change that we see in graduation. Graduation shows us transition writ large. Transitions birth us anew. Rebirth gives us a chance to recreate, to fix a mistake, to test a theory. Who doesn't enjoy starting fresh, like the first day of school, the opposite bookend to graduation? Opening the new page of a book, the smell of ink, new pencil cases, all of it tied to transition, saying goodbye to the old and welcoming the new. Rites of passage indicate times of change. We create ceremony around them, rituals, to reflect their importance to us and to indicate to others, hey, pay attention, this is important. As humans, we instinctively want to grow. We evolve through public rites of passage like graduation and private ones. Grief would be an example of a private form. Growth occurs naturally in these contexts. Knowing we have choices in what happens next makes understanding the purpose of transitions easier. But how do we move forward when we're scared about what's next? We move forward by choosing love over fear. Decide to practice the attributes of love, like courage and compassion, instead of succumbing to fear of the unknown, the unproven. You do it by knowing you don't need to figure out everything. You just need to know the next step. That's it. That's a lot less scary than thinking you need to know the next 10 steps, isn't it? Growth happens at the place of transition between the comfortable and the uncomfortable, the edge. Our biggest block to change? Fear. That's why I say, choose love. Forks and knives. Remember, you have choices. Be a fork, not a knife. If you start down one path, knife, and it doesn't work out, choose another one, fork. Fear, personified by our saboteurs, encourages binary thinking. Love offers many paths. Take comfort knowing you can't go wrong when you have many avenues to choose from. Mastery. Consider rites of passage in your own life. Reflect on who you are and how far you've come. Welcome possibility, grounded in the knowledge that you've mastered the unknown before, so you can do it again. Every time you master something new, you grow. Once mastered, you feel compelled to try again, to renew. You do it through love, not fear. Be a fork.